And we are live after such a long break. Man, finally back to the good old demon realm. Home sweet home.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm ready.
Game loaded. Alright. Let's just real quick, let's see what little reminder what our character looks like.
It looks like me, like in real life. That's pretty much what I look like. So yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
You wanna identify with your character. So yeah. So far, pretty close. Pretty close.
Yeah. You know what? I
Hmm.
you got me into Twitter and
Sorry.
the first yeah, well, no, actually I've become something of a Twitter addict, but not the normal kind. You see, Uh, at first, I got it just because it was a convenient way to, you know, for us to communicate and coordinate because you're not on Skype very much, right? Just
Right.
passively. But then I surveyed the landscape at Twitter, and it was what I thought it would be, which is just a bunch of people saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
what are you doing, lol? Oh, I'm typing on Twitter, lol. Yeah, I'm doing it on my phone too. Yeah, lol. Boy, we should both be watching the fucking road, shouldn't we? Yeah. Oh my God, lol." Just
Mhm.
fucking retards constantly updating each other on their day. But
Oh
then
yeah.
I discovered the joy of shock tweeters,
Hmm. Yeah.
and
Oh
now
yeah. Yeah.
I just I follow nothing but people who say that they're like members of ISIS and white supremacists and all kinds of crazy lunatics. I mean, I don't. Half of them, I don't even know if they're joking or not.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It's equally entertaining, serious or not. Right. Yeah.
I did find one guy who was so racist, and he was constantly, just talking shit about Jews and black people. And there was this point where I wasn't really sure if he was taking the piss or not. Like, and then
Right.
one time, after like a 10,000 tweets talking shit about black people, he finally tweets out, you know, there's something wrong with the new Annie movie, but I just can't put my finger on it.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, if you are like a hardcore white supremacist, the internet is not the place to go because you're going to show up and start with all the white power shit, and everybody's going to think you're fucking with them, and
Yeah.
nobody's going to take you seriously anyway. So it's best to keep that shit in, I don't know, some odd random county in Oklahoma where it belongs. I mean, just do that shit. Do it there. Organize your weird meeting in some church basement. Do that.
Okay, so let's get our head into the game. Oh, there is one thing I'd like to point out before we continue.
Yeah.
Uh, Up until this point, you've been sodomized by some bees, but the bees use stingers. They're like she-male bees, but they just use the stingers or something like that to lay eggs, right? And then there were those creatures on the plains, but if you read the description closely, they don't have penises. They just have
Right.
15-inch long clitorises, right?
Right. Yeah,
So,
yeah, I do remember that. That was
so,
pretty
so
traumatic.
you could be sworn in court and swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, and swear that
Hmm.
you've never had a dick up your ass.
Yeah, yeah.
Technically,
Technically speaking, yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's on the way,
I
but
mean, yeah,
by
yeah,
the time we get there, I'm not going to give a shit. I
yeah.
mean,
You're not even gonna feel it.
right. I'm going to be like, well, this is just life in the goddamn demon realm. So, all right.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I told this joke because it's been so long. I don't know if I'm repeating myself with this joke, but do you remember that scene from The Office where Kevin is talking to Oscar about prison, and he's like, "What about prison?" He's like, and in reference to how the sodomy that goes on there. He's like, "Oscar, you would love prison."
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
I have seen that. Yeah.
Oscar, you would love the demon realm.
Yeah, no shit.
You should call you
That's good.
if you have to reset, you should call your new character Oscar.
I like how, yeah, no shit. I like how Kevin prefaces that whole conversation with like this look of shock, and he goes, "You don't know about prison." I just love that shit. That's a good show. I watch the fuck out of that. All right, let's see what we have to do here. Now, I don't remember much from the last time I played, obviously, because it was I don't know, it
Yeah.
was literally last year sometime. Um, so first of all, let's look in the inventory and see what I stashed away because
Okay.
I might
Weapon,
have.
beautiful sword. Attack rating of 13.
All right.
Black leather armor surrounded by voluminous robes. Defense 6. And you
Nice.
have Lactate, a
Hmm.
bottle of Lactate and that's the only thing you have lying around. We could, let's see, you have a traveler's guide, but that's just a passive item.
What is lactate going to do? Just make me lactate?
Yeah,
I guess. Oh, okay. Well, is there an advantage to that? Let's see. Judging by the name of the bottle, lactate probably has an effect on the ability to lactate. Hey, I'm a fucking genius.
yeah.
And you doubt that effect is reduction. Okay. Well, let's just start out by drinking some lactate. Let's just do that.
Why the fuck not, right?
Yeah, I mean it's there. I've got it. Let's have it.
You know,
Let's
the
do it.
holidays weren't long ago. You just plug your nose, pretend it's eggnog.
Right. Fucking right. Let's just do that. Let's do it.
You gulp down the bottle of Lactate. Your jiggly breast jiggle with added weight as they expand. You are now lactating.
Mm-hmm.
And then you became more feminine. Well,
Well, all right. More accepted, more politically correct, maybe. Let's.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I'm a little bit more feminine now.
yeah. You know what you're doing? You're checking your privilege.
I'm checking my privilege. Plus one. Plus one. Check your privilege. Got it. Perfect. All right.
Well, before we came on, we were talking about that 25 25 invisible benefits of being a male gamer. And I've been playing and watching a lot of Fallout 3 and New Vegas, and I
Oh
thought
no! Wait
it.
a second. I haven't seen that video.
Oh,
I haven't.
really?
Yeah, yeah. Like the smooth skin idea, which to everyone listening, that something he said like I guess it was in reference to that video, but I've not seen that video. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, yeah. It was gonna be a parody of that video. It would have been 20. It would have been. I would have featured like footage of Fallout ghouls with us doing the voiceovers of the ghouls, and it would have been 25 privileges of being a smooth skin.
Smooth skin, yeah. So, like, okay, well, let's not get into that video because it sounds just fucking awful. So, yeah, I mean, I can already imagine what it is. I could probably write the script for it, but anyway, let's just.
Okay, let's look at the stash. See what you have. You have a large. Okay, so you don't have any stuff stashed here.
But I can put shit in my chest, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I don't. Maybe I can just ditch a few less items from now on and start building a stockpile.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I'm in camp. My tits are bigger. The day is starting well. Of course, that might entice people to, or things or creatures to rape me again. But nah, you know what?
You're
Fuck it.
already blaming the victim, and we know that's wrong.
Yeah, well, it's just what I've been taught to do. So let's see here. Let's go exploring.
Okay.
Oh well, shit! The whole damn thing is full here. Does that expand? Like, is there more shit to find?
Yeah, it goes. Well,
Oh,
there's these 8, and then there's more to discover.
got it. Okay, okay. Let us head to the deep woods.
All right. You continue searching the location, walking through the woods. You find. Oh, this is the corrupted glade. Every flower seems warped into an imitation of female genitals. Each. Let's see. Yeah, you turn to leave, catching a face full of white goop that's spurting from the vines.
Awesome.
You escape the tainted glade, but feel warmer and warmer as time passes.
It's going to increase my lust by 1. Okay. All right. Well, that wasn't a very fruitful walk. I think something came on me. All right. Let's. What about places? Where have I already?
Speaking of, see, this is the problem with following shock tweeters.
Yeah.
And is if I keep doing it, I'm like one of these characters in the demon realm. If I keep listening to nothing but faux racists and lunatics all day long, it's gonna make my sense of humor even worse, to the point where I'll just offend the shit out of everyone, and I get kicked out of so many rooms being accused of trolling when it's just I just have a dark sense of humor.
Right.
But the the glade reminded me of vegetables, and then that reminded me of a streamer I watched who said he was a vegan, and then they started talking about the vegan police from Scott Pilgrim. But some people hadn't seen the movie, so they're like, "Well, who are the vegan police? What do the vegan police do?" And I said, "Well, they shoot unarmed black men, like the real police, like the regular police."
Yeah, yeah.
What else are they gonna do?
Oh fuck.
Oh, and then again, I was watching someone stream Fallout, and uh, I said, "Hey, do you think that cop down in Missouri or wherever used VATS?" And I just had this great mental image of the kid with his hands up, and it's like, zzz, blink, blink.
You could actually select
You
uh,
could you could
left
choose which
hand,
of his
right hand,
upraised arms you could shoot and
right,
cripple.
right, and his head, left hand, right hand, chest. Yeah.
I've been on a Fallout binge. Every time I hear of some horrible massacre and all the different shootings, I just have a mental image of somebody using VATS.
Right. Real. That's fucked up. Yeah.
Someone said one of the shock tweeters I follow said if I had a time machine, I would go back and help. I wouldn't save Abraham Lincoln. I would just help John Wilkes Booth. And I said, well, that just gives me a mental image of someone killing Lincoln with a silenced pistol,
Yeah. Yeah.
also using VATS, of course.
Yeah. Well, fuck yeah. It's the most efficient way. Yeah. Christ. Just the image of the unarmed black kid being shot in VATS mode. That could make for a really funny T-shirt. That could really make for a funny T-shirt. Oh shit.
Well, I wish I had like a Oh, never mind. Let's get back to the goddamn game.
Yeah, we could do this. We could do this, and will do this all fucking day.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's see here. Well, I could take the. It didn't seem to affect me too much, so let's look at places.
Okay.
Yeah, is
So
oh,
let's see.
yeah,
There's
yeah. I seem to recall though. I had a
farm,
boat.
boat, Tel Audrey, the big city, and town ruins. Those are the four places.
I want to check out the town ruins.
Okay, let's go there. Curious on how Emily is holding up. You head back to the ruined village.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. Yeah.
It doesn't take long for her to materialize. Her dagger and blowpipe are in her belt. So why are you here? What do you want? You can talk or you can leave.
Well, if it were me, I'd leave, but this is for a game, so let's talk to her.
Okay. You want to talk? No sex?
Well, it wasn't an option, you bitch. Like, why you didn't fucking bring it up when I came in here? But all right, go ahead. Just talk
I
to
haven't had the chance to talk to anyone in years. It's been so long. Well, what do you want to talk about? Okay.
So next is my only option. All
Yeah.
right.
No radial discussion. Oh, jeez. She has shit to talk
Oh,
about.
God damn it. Why didn't I leave? See, this always happens. You think you're going to get the the one girl that's going to give you the fucking short version, and they never disappoint in telling you their whole fucking life story.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let me get a few cliff notes here. Days for survival. I'm just going to pick through here. Parents, home. Okay, she's got parent issues. Alchemists. That sounds interesting. I may not be a real Oh, okay. So she interned for an alchemist. Probably got raped after she ran away from home. Now she's crying on my fucking shoulder about it. Okay, all right. Let's skip to this.
There's a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah. She grins at you.
Any more questions? Did we even ask a question?
No. No, I have zero questions.
Yeah. Okay.
Other than when is sex the option? Because this is taking a long time. I still only have next. I feel like I'm just going to click next, or you're just going to click next until I'm just.
You know, I know that everybody's talking about sexism in games, and you have to. It's like the fucking gender police Gestapo are just like listening to everything. But I have to say that
I wish they'd listen to our channel. We'd get some fucking views and more views. That'd be good.
The average woman just couldn't tell a story to save her fucking life.
Well, they can tell a story, but they tell a story like that middle chapter in a Stephen King novel that describes everything way too fucking much. Yeah. And don't give me that shit about not all women do that. I know that, but yeah, they do. They also do. 100% of them do, but not all of them. Just like 100% of them do it. And it's just, yeah. And she was wearing a red fucking shirt. And who wears a shirt like that to this event? And why would you do that? And then I forget, like, what they don't realize about me, though, is if you're talking to me, it's not my fault. Like, I forgot what the fuck you were talking about 6 minutes ago because you've been describing what someone was wearing. Yeah. And now all I can picture is a person in a dress. And I have no fucking clue what you were telling me they were doing 5 minutes ago when you started. So now I'm going to get in trouble because when you quiz me on the shit, there's always that thing like, are you listening? because I pull that face when I start to forget things. And that face isn't me not paying attention. That face is me trying to remember what the fuck you were talking about 5 minutes ago. So now you see that face and you go, "Are you listening to me?" And I go, "Yeah, fucking every detail. I'm listening to you." And they go, "Well, where were we?" And I go, "God damn it, that was 9 minutes ago. I don't fucking know anymore. You've been talking about this thing, this shirt or whatever." Yeah, but they all fucking do the overly descriptive Stephen King detail shit.
Oh,
It's
well, the thing is, like, if you okay, a friend of mine, a female friend of mine, was telling me, one of the stories that women tell, and it's like her day, and like she drops her car off to get the brakes checked or something, and so she goes. So I went here, and then I went there, and I went there, and this was that, and then I'm like, okay, and kind of burying the lead here, but I'll stick around. And you see, I don't do the smart thing that you do. I don't bail out. I listen to the end, and it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. I mean, because here's the thing: if you or some other guy tells me he's like, well, I took my car to get the brakes checked. Okay, I'm saying right off the bat, when a guy tells another story like that, there's a 50-50 chance that the whole story's bullshit and it's just set up for a joke anyway, right? So
right,
you're not gonna,
right.
it's not gonna be long until you're done listening anyway. And then even if it's not, they wouldn't begin to tell you a story about a mundane errand unless the mechanic
They're
had only
right,
one leg, or
right, right, right.
they
And
saw a car wreck, or there was a midget, or somebody got stabbed. You know what I mean? It's
right, in
like,
other
okay, yeah,
words,
this, oh man, he started to go get some mundane errand, but he wouldn't burden me with this story unless something exceptional happened that makes the story worth listening to, right?
absolutely,
But so
absolutely,
if you make that induction error by listening to a woman's story all the way through, you
yeah.
just say, okay, so
You
what
what?
was
Well,
the
you
fucking
look
point? What was
right.
the
You look
fucking
for
point of
follow
any
up
of that?
information. Have you ever done that though, where you ask a question at the end of the story? Excuse me, that sort of alludes to that feeling, like, "Oh, okay," and then they go, "What do you mean?" And they go, "What do you mean? That was it. I don't know why she did that. What do you mean?" And you go, "Oh, fuck, I'm in trouble now. Okay, god damn it. I don't know. I don't know what I mean. You're right." But see, I've learned a way around it. What you do is you don't really have to listen all too attentively, because it's impossible to keep up with all the useless information. So what you do is you find the part about the story that pissed them off or agitated them enough to share the story with you. And that's when you start recording, right? The second they start to get really emotional and involved and mad, that's when you start recording. And then at the very end of the story, you make a comment about that segment of the conversation that pissed them off. And then they like go, "Yeah, all right, you get it." And then you're out. Right? You don't have to remember any of the fucking mundane details, because as long as you get the point. Like for us, like we're looking like at the punchline, like, the one-armed mechanic or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's some concern they have usually, and they want you to sympathize with them. So it's that kind of shit. Usually that's what it is. I've never had a woman tell me a story about a mundane errand that ended in, like, and then somebody crashed an SUV through the window of
Yeah.
well, they don't usually end that way, because for some reason most women are not fascinated by that kind of shit. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know
What the
why.
fuck?
Yeah, I don't understand why some weird event isn't fucking fascinating to you. Like, it would be like we're just in traffic and a dude fell out of the sky with a parachute and he landed there and he fucking took off running. That's not a story that your average woman would tell. It's just
Yeah.
not.
Instead, it'll be like, well, the point of the story is that after all that, the mechanic just he looked at me in a way that made me uncomfortable, and then
Right.
I'm like, but he had both arms and legs.
Yeah, yeah. He didn't have a weird accent, or you couldn't understand him, and so you pretended to the whole time. Nothing like that. Okay, well, fucking hell. You got your oil changed though. That's exciting.
Yeah. No shit.
All right, let's see here. Where are we? Oh yeah, I'm back at camp.
Yeah.
Not a lot happening here. Fucking got burdened by a conversation I didn't want to have, and got nutted on by some flowers. So, um, still don't need to meditate. How about we explore? Let's explore.
All right.